Oh yeah. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Jake.
How we doing?
Nice
Good to see you.
We're gonna film stuff, have some
It'd be
fun.
great.
Did
It'd
you
be
bring
great.
your game ball?
I did bring a game ball. My first touchdown pass.
Against who?
Chancey Stuckey against the Houston Texans. Rookie year 09
What was
on the
play?
road.
What was the play?
As an empty set, we motioned Leon Washington back in the backfield because they were going to bring 6. We only had 5 blockers. There was going to be 0, and so we hit the seam. First cover 0. Nailed it, baby.
You got the game ball?
I got it. It's
Yeah,
in the
that's
car.
good. That's
It's
good.
in the car.
I'm gonna use the restroom while we get started. Come on
All
in.
right, let's get those
Here.
cameras in the restroom. Let's watch Coach. Coach, great to meet you.
Good to meet you,
Mark,
man.
how are you?
Jason Campbell, good to meet
My
you.
buddy
How you doing?
Steven Brown.
Steve Brown, good to meet you.
We broadcast together.
Stevie, how you doing, man?
What's up, man?
Good to see you. Meet Coach Candle.
I just met him.
Jason Candle.
Assistant coach years from Tennessee to Pitt to the Niners to the Packers to the Eagles and the corresponding game plans from all those years.
Man, I take a lot of crap from my wife and not throwing stuff away.
This is
the
over
future.
the top.
She's going to be really disappointed.
How many guys his age can do the talk and
Is
text like
Travis
that?
staying
No
too?
chance.
Question mark.
I don't know. I don't do the talking text.
See, that's what I mean.
I'm fucking.
Jeff's giving Coach Candle the tour of the FFCA. He's probably here, right here, is a picture of me.
With Ozzy Osbourne.
Here's me with Angus here. We're in London in 1979.
my office workstation.
What you cut the hair for, man? Huh? Somebody tell you?
No.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't. Nobody
Cut
said anything.
that freaking hair, man.
They didn't say anything.
When did you
They
cut
didn't
it?
care.
What was the mindset when you cut
I
it?
just knew at some point I was growing it, and at some point I was just like, I know I'm gonna wake up and be like, this is way too much maintenance. I'm tired of dealing with it. And chop it off. It was a phase. It wasn't like
I was
a.
so proud of you, man. I was like,
Full-time
look at
thing.
him, man.
I got a lot of text messages. I didn't even tell my crew. I just walked into the production meeting.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And they didn't even recognize for like 5 minutes. Then, whoa, when'd you get it? Why did you say that? It was long.
Seriously, you guys, Mark, your experience in this, and Stevie, baby, your experience coaching, we can maybe help Coach Candle get something that he's looking for,
So he
got
had
this-
he had the Mitchell kid from Philly,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
rookie
Quinyon Mitchell.
cornerback. Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll be able to tell you.
He's had a hell of a year.
Started every game.
Well,
Should be the
Bradbury,
defensive rookie
player of the year. Yeah, or rookie of the year. Excuse me.
Hey, Jeff, we got work to do. So what we got here is Coach Candle. How many years have you been there now?
My first year was 2009.
Oh, it's
It's been a
incredible.
while. I was assistant in 2009, 7 years as an assistant, and been the head coach since.
I want to know about the corner, Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah.
How'd you get him? And give us a little summary on him.
Williston, Florida, right outside of Gainesville. Back then you couldn't, these recruiting was a lot different back then. So, we saw him at Florida's camp, and I knew I was going to go to Florida's camp, and kind of invited him there, and he ran like 4.4 right in front of us. I'm like, shit, we brought sand to the beach here.
Quinyon, I mean, did you know he was going to be all this?
Well, he had always had the measurables, right? I mean, 4.4 in shorts or pads, doesn't matter. I mean, low 4.4, I think it was high 4.3s at the combine, but A-plus kid, dialed in, straight nose to the football, like,
Yeah.
and probably, really early on, in 19, we played at Notre Dame,
I remember it.
and, should have won the game, and that was one of his better games, and the highlight play was a strip fumble and a cat corner pressure off the edge.
So let's just dig in here. Whatever you want to start with, I'll get the tapes rolling, and we can get on the board. And he's a first-round pick, played in the NFL a long time. He coached running backs for the Cowboys, Tennessee Vols. So we'll just have a discussion based on where you want this conversation to go.
I mean, my questions are basically to communication from the quarterback to the line of scrimmage on, run to runs, protection stuff, and how to merge. I don't have the time with our guys that maybe, you do in the NFL. So I think I don't want to lose the element to play fast. And let me preface this. I don't give out a blue ribbon for how many plays we call in a game. So we're to dictate the tempo and the pace of the game, but I think we get a little stagnant in the sense of we try to keep the verbiage simple, and that if it makes sense how I'm explaining this, it paralyzes us a little bit, So I want to give the quarterback some more freedom to be able to put us in position so it's him versus the coordinator rather than just always me versus the coordinator.
Chip Kelly is the godfather, I think, of the first guy to ever go turbo tempo and
Yeah.
play as fast. And you played for Chip.
You called their game.
Yeah, I called your
Monday night.
game. So he played for Chip in Philly.
Yeah.
But I went up and watched Oregon practice, and the speed, it was unbelievable. I mean, the way they practiced, everything was different.
Yeah.
Now, it does compromise you a little bit because you're not able to audible.
That's right.
You're not able to change personnel groupings. There are some restrictions that it puts on you. So you better be pretty good at tempo. The one thing we want to do is we want to change speeds. We want to keep them off balance. The second thing is we got to be able to play fast. You love it. Let's freaking go, man. So what are those green tempo, jet tempo plays? And we're going to use them a lot, right? The second thing is, okay, we want to load formations in a no-huddle offense. And now we're going to let the quarterback pick the play. He's got to earn that right in spring practice. And we start with one formation. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to go, this is easy. And they love it. I've never met a quarterback that isn't, he's like, you got to be shitting me. I'm not getting one play. I'm getting 4 plays.
Right.
I'm going to pick the best play. And they get that sense of responsibility,
Yeah.
you know? Just put up your number one formation that you would be comfortable calling with your guys. Just draw it up there. Okay, so if I said just make a list, a menu, like you're going to Burger King over here, put 4 plays, 1, 2, 3, 4. I used to tell our guys this, you're going to get a Big Mac, a quarter pounder, French fries, and a Coke. That's all you get in that formation. Now, if it was cover 3 deep, 4 under zone, and Coach Candle, you have the script, and you know the defense is in 3 deep, 4 under, what would you call it, that formation? Same here.
Yeah.
How could you create that formation instead of, what do you call that, dart right?
Ace.
Ace right? Instead of just calling ace right, how could you motion to ace right in your system? How would you have the Z on the left and motion to the right?
Tribe right, Z right.
So could you say, hey, Freddie, tribe right Zulu? That's what we would do. Yeah. Tribe right Zulu. We use words like Bill Gates, Bill Walsh, Albert Einstein, geniuses, letting everybody know we're using a dummy count. Nobody can jump off sides. Hey, Freddie, let's go. Ace right. What is it? Ace right? Mm-hmm. Or tribe right Zulu, Bill Gates, bang R, Blue 85 said hut. And all we're doing is looking at the coverage, listening to their calls. Sure. And if it's man to man, hey, let's go dart. Hey, let's go, whatever the code words are for those 4 plays. Mm-hmm. Because what we recognized is if we run good plays, which you have, I have, everybody has, if we run good plays into good looks, we got a chance to have great results. Yeah. I believe everybody wants to reduce. We got to keep it simple. They're taking away practices. We can't have long meetings. Let's simple it. Let's dumb it down. Well, why coach? You know what I'm saying? Right. Let's not do it. We don't do it like that. We're going to practice differently. We're going to adapt, and we're going to continue to do what we want to do. Now, we're not going to be stupid, but let me say this: when we're practicing, here would be Derek Carr on the practice field. I'm talking to Derek. A lot of times I'm using my walkie-talkie on the practice field. Hey, Derek, let's go Freddie. So Derek says, Freddie, let's go dice right flash, Bill Gates, throw the ball. He knows I'm creating this formation. And he knows this is the menu of plays. Our players, the coaches can't even coach. Hey, Freddie, dice right flash, Bill Gates. Derek's just running, Blue 85. I said, no. I've already done the scripts with the defensive coordinator. I already know they're going to play cover 3. I got the script. So I know he's going to get the 4 verts.
Obviously, the guy's got to have an understanding, level to get to this and understand this. But it gives him the play caller's purpose. Right. Why are we calling these plays? Yeah. 4 vertical, I don't love it versus quarters. It's going to the back versus cover 2. It's going to the back. Okay, great. So it speeds their learning curve up, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it really helps.
What to do, how to do it,
why we're doing it. He's calling this play for a reason. This isn't a shot call. This is a completion play. You know what I mean?
Do you have a play that you use at the end of the quarter, like you try to get them to jump off sides? We call it Richard Nixon.
Oh, really?
Or do not tell a lie.
I am not a.
Where you're winding down at the end of the quarter.
Yeah.
Instead of just taking the quarter,
sure.
we would call a formation, and we would say, hey, we might call flank right, Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon meant the center will never snap the ball unless someone's in the neutral zone.
Yeah.
But we give them the freedom to snap it. Richard Nixon told everybody the protection's 2-jet, the back's check down was a check through, and the route was all go if it's 2x2, and it was all go special if it was 3x1. I don't care if it's a flank look, they got to spray to the landmarks.
Sure.
So Derek says, hey, Freddie, flank right, Richard Nixon, we're going. And he makes it sound as, hurry, bang L, clapping sunset hunt. You get somebody to jump off sides. Now the center snaps it.
Boom.
I don't know why he didn't throw it to Whitten,
Ooh.
but we got 3 or 4 touchdowns on this.
You know what?
There's another form of tempo. You know, but you got to practice them every once in a while. But my point is, you know, we're doing everything we can to change speeds. Change speeds on the practice field, change speeds on Sunday, change speeds all the time. That's when you make these guys really uncomfortable. We're looking for one little nugget that'll help him. Because all his guys, see, he trains these players. Like Quinyon Mitchell, he trains these receivers. That's what he does. He's a great receiver coach, great offensive guy. He trains these guys, but now people are coming in and they're saying, hey, did you see that receiver at Toledo? Let's give him $1 million and take him. You know what he gets? He gets, great job developing your players, coach. He gets a ham sandwich. He doesn't even get that. So what we got to do is we got to come up with more ways to outdo everybody.
Absolutely.
And now you start thinking about this. You got to take every legal thing, every rule that is in, and you got to take it for what it is. But now what we decided is I found out that the clock, when I'm talking to my quarterback, it cuts off at 15 seconds.
Depending on the stadium.
Well,
It's a home team operator.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you,
Well,
up in
let's
New
just-
England, that thing would cut off at 18.
Well,
At
yeah.
home, it would cut off at 15.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's true.
it's just a little nugget there. Go ahead.
I don't, but let's just say it's 15
All right,
seconds.
sure.
So what I figured out was for the defense, it goes off at 15 seconds, right? These defensive guys, they need
They need the
they
communication.
need to communicate just like you do.
Like the Manchurian
Okay.
candidate.
So here's what we did. I learned this from the Indianapolis Colts. Frank Reich did a great job, man. They had Phillip Rivers, remember?
Yes.
And over here they got Jacoby Brissett standing on the sidelines. And Brissett, he's a beast, man.
He's
But they're
smart.
totally different quarterbacks. So we had Derek and we had Mariota. And my idea was, let's try to merge all kinds of systems together. So we'd have 2 fields going, and Greg Olson would be over there with Mariota, I'd be over here with Derek. And if Marcus ever played, we could start pulling plays out of our ass that Derek never, that defense hadn't prepared for. But anyways, here we are, we're in the huddle. So Derek's in the huddle, and we got over here, we got Marcus is over here, and here's me. So what we did was, we would have the 11 guys in here. Now I wanted Derek to stay in the game. I didn't want him to run off. I wanted Marcus to run into the game, and I wanted somebody to come off. So we were legal. You with me? So we had, Marcus was from Hawaii, so we might say, what's the word they say over there?
Ohana? Aloha?
Aloha, yeah, aloha. We might just call this aloha personnel. So Marcus, as soon as that clock hit 15, he would come flying into the huddle, and Derek would come flying off the field. We had to be in the huddle for a couple seconds to give the defense a chance to substitute. But as soon as Marcus would come flying into the huddle and this other player would come flying off, Derek stayed. We would call a formation, had one word, be like, hey, bingo, or aloha. We'd go speed break so we'd get the ball snapped. And Baltimore, they don't know shit. That's what Marcus took off for a 36-yard gain. Phillip Rivers, he's the quarterback. He's the damn quarterback. It's short yardage. It's third and 1, 3rd and 2. They got Brissett on the sidelines. Our coach is like, hey, let's go a nickel under China. All of a sudden, Brissett comes flying into the huddle, and here goes a running back off the field or whoever leaves, and they come storming out of the thing with Brissett, and they're running a whole new. And our defense is like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It was awesome. But I want you to think about that too, Coach. You know what I mean?
And that's kind of where I'm going with this stuff is how do we get to those, teaching him, those things. And again, you made a great point this morning with those quarterbacks. The guy that gets overloaded is the O-line coach because he feels like he's robbed of individual time already. And then now you want me to block 48 truck to, hey, the weak safety's down, he's coming off the edge. Oh, never mind, the nickel's coming from the left. Oh, wait, no, we're in double mug here. You know, these guys both could come where they both could drop. We got an over front, we got an under front. You know, man, you got one run play that turns into 46 plays.
So
I want to be able to take some of the heat off of him, you know, that way.
let's just say I want to run Wanda, which is our weak side outside run, 99 Wanda. And 98 muscle was our strong side run to the outside. Which is those two runs as a starting point. We wouldn't go truck necessarily to start.
Mid zone to rush pressure.
Wide zone to wide zone. Weak zone, outside zone.
Yeah.
So I might say, hey, Derek, Freddie, let's go trips right flash and create dice. Or dice right flash and create trips. I want Wanda or muscle. I want to run Jacobs. So the quarterback knows on Wanda, I want a 3 count with no pressure every time.
Yeah, 3 on inside, no pressure. Yeah.
So your quarterback, we run Wanda, we're getting a 3 count with no pressure every time. And Josh Jacobs, he's a great back. He's going to get yards for us. You guys with me? If there is a sense of a nail coming over here or it's something else, let's run muscle over here on the strong side. You guys with me? If it's a shit show, double A's, something that we really know is an obvious shit show,
Junk.
we just called it rock to the right
Load.
or low lava to the left.
Lava, that's what.
We used river and lake, rock and lava. That was our maximum protection. Where the tight end blocked and we slid the line the other way. It was the tailback went to the right. It was our 58 protection. So we went rock hammer and the hitches convert. So I would say, hey Derek, let's go ace right. Give me some sugar. Guy going counter motion with the dummy count. I want Wanda, muscle, or rock. And he knew it was hammer. So he'd say, hey, Freddie, ace right, give me a little sugar. Counter mode. Hey, Bill Gates, Bill Walsh, bang R, Blue 85. Blue 85 said, hut! Let's go, we had code words for Wanda. She's a good looking chick. Beyonce, J-Lo. We had pictures of J-Lo in the thing. J-Lo, LA. We're running to the left.
Yeah.
J-Lo, New York. So we're running Wanda because he saw a 3 count. Muscle, we named after our strength coach. Deuce Gruden, New York.
Deuce.
AJ Nibel, Los Angeles. And the players loved it. The code words, the players absolutely loved it. Yeah. Instead of going J-Lo, LA, they'd go Cindy Gruden, LA. Brian Greasy, he looked up my high school girlfriend's name. I'm on the practice field. He'd get up there, he goes, Lisa Weber, LA. I go, Lisa Weber, whoa! But it added life to practice.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? But you organize his eyes. Hey, I want Wanda, muscle, or rocket. Rock hammer, I should, or lava. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, there's a pressure. Hey, rock. You signal the hammer. Silva. You got Darren Waller. What's the best look? What would Darren Waller, if he showed up in here today, if he saw bump and run coverage, single high defense, would he get excited?
Oh, God.
Fucking A, he would. If Josh Jacobs had Wanda against a 3 count, would he get excited?
Come on.
Hell yeah. If they had a little 4-week blitz and we had a muscle called over here, would your line coach get excited? We're going to try to recognize the defense and communicate we want to access our offense. I'm not trying to give you, I'm not making this confusing. Don't be a pussy. Don't be a fucking idiot. I want this. I want to run our plays, but I want to access them when I want to. Know what I mean? That's when you get great. I mean, your standard operating procedure when you break the huddle, you did it at USC and you did it in the NFL for 18 different teams.
Yeah.
Turn your back to us right now. You stand up.
Can you hear
Stand
Mahomes
up.
do it every play?
I think this is a question for all of us. You turn around and you see the defense now. Tell me what your standard operating procedure is.
Up to line of scrimmage, I got to see where the shades are, the front. I need to know even, odd, under, over, jam, whatever, bear, whatever you call it. I need to see where my backers are at and then find my safeties. Especially in like 3x1, I need to know where that backside safety is. It's basically how I did it. Corners leverage, boom, I'm checking them as I'm going through my cadence. But you see Mahomes do it every play. He's one of the only guys that you can hear on the TV. He gets up, yellow 80, odd, my 5-4, wide 80, hut, he tells the O line and confirms it almost every play. Even. Safety's coming. You can hear this stuff.
You
He's
know
the
what
only
Joe
one.
Montana's
It's
snap
awesome.
count was when I was with the 49ers? This is Bill Walsh now. Learned it
Say
from
the
Paul
front.
Brown. He'd say the front every play.
Mahomes is the only one I've heard do
Blue
it.
85. You know,
center does it.
Blue 85.
now the
Instead of
centers do it.
saying set hut,
Yeah.
he'd say 59 set hut, 49
Right.
set hut,
Yeah.
34 set hut, 42 set hut. And then he'd come over to the sidelines, and I remember asking him, I said, what the hell are you guys doing that for? He goes, well, at the end of a series, Bill Walsh wanted you to know you said 34 4 times, 59 twice. So you just were confirming in your
Great.
mind during the game, hey, I called 59 the whole first half. They're probably going to play a 59
Yeah.
front. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's say this, though. Let's say you are at Toledo. You ever been to Toledo? No, you haven't. You live out in the West Coast with your white teeth and your multiple hairstyles. Huh? Yeah, that's what you do. You ever been to Toledo, Ohio? You freeze your balls off. Man.
I don't know if you can pick it
I
up
mean,
on
it's
that.
so cold. You go out pregame warm up. Remember when you visited Notre Dame?
Yeah. that was
Tell
cool.
Coach Candle why you didn't go to Notre Dame.
Well, it was Ohio State actually, but Coach Tressel, I had this awesome visit. You know, the band was out there. They played my high school highlight tape in the horseshoe, and I was fired up. I had the jersey. I was gonna be a Buckeye, man. And Coach Tressel said, "You know what? It's awesome. I'm so excited you're here. You're gonna be our QB." And every year, right around Thanksgiving, we play Michigan, and it snowed for 10 years straight, and it's great football weather. I looked at my dad. I was like, hell no. Snow? You got to drive 3 hours to go to the snow in California. We go up to Big Bear.
As it says, Big Bear.
You go to
Playing in the
Toledo.
snow.
Let me say this though: you go to
Snowboard.
Toledo, it's going to get cold. You got to run the ball. You guys having any fun and getting anything out of this at all, Coach
Fuck
Candle?
I love it. Go all day.
Coach
As
Candle,
much
he,
time as you'll give me.
he loves football. You see,
Gruden loves football.
unlike you guys, that can't play in shit weather.
Don't put me in that category now.
This is where I think it all starts right here with the quarterback orientation and our offensive staff. We all sit in here. You know what irritates the head coach more than anything? Wasted plays. We do not want to fucking irritate this guy. Johnny Majors, you should have heard him coming down the hall. Where's Walt Harris? Where is John Gruden? That son of a bitch. Al Davis, what the fuck are you doing? You're spending a lot of time shoving sand up a flea's ass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we did a good job with the short motion. We gained 1 foot.
Yep.
You know what I mean? This is not, if you install this running play right here and you put it on the 9-on-7 script 8 times during the week, you would never script that run against this play.
No.
But hey, you know what? If they bring a nail, just bring the F short so I can go home. I got to go home, take my kids. I got to read my kids a good night story.
Double edge protection, fake empty, if you will. You know,
Show me that up there. Show me.
chips.
Okay.
You know, we call it chip to the strong, bump to the weak or the boundary. You know, so thought 2 of them. How do you treat the line that way? Is that empty protection rules with help, or are you actually?
Are you an empty?
Yeah.
There's 2 issues with the speed rush. You know, we could chip these guys with backs, and we called it a nudge block with somebody else. It could be a wide out, it could be a running back, it could be a tight end. So chips were for the backs.
Yep.
Nudges were for these guys.
Yep. Same.
Now, if you were on the right, we call this a rib. If you were on the left, we called it a lung. So if you broke the huddle and we're in that type of formation, snug right, and let's say I'm a tight end with the left tackle, you're my left tackle, I'd say lung, lung, lung.
Yep.
So you know I was going to take away the speed rush.
Yep.
If I was the right tight end or the right slot receiver and the right tackles here, I would just say, hey, rib, rib. So now our whole thinking was this: we don't want the speed rush to be a factor anymore. We're going to take away the speed rush. And we're going to knock the shit out of that guy with our inside flipper, inside shoulder. We're going to really try to get some, we're going to try to do some damage here. If he speed rushes our tackle, we're going to knock the shit out of him. Okay? So we told our tackle, when you know you're getting a lung, when you know you're getting a rib, don't overset here for speed. And we're going to be so good at taking, we're going to take some we're going to take some body parts on these ribs and lungs. I mean, we're going to try to knock the fuck out of them. Same shoulder if we can. And then we're going to release it in our route. But we're expecting a TE. You better expect a TE if you're the left tackle. You better expect a power rush. That guy's not an idiot. He sees on tape, holy shit. You see some of these ribbers and lungers, like if you play Denver, Sean Payton's gonna have these guys. They might even put an aluminum baseball bat. Pow! I mean, they put some fucking wood on you, man.
That's for Ravens. That's for Carr. That's a 300-pound guy.
Exactly right. You get tired of talking. I get tired of talking. So we have a guy on. We got all these coaches. They like to hire 86 coaches. You got 24 coaches on offense, 23 on defense. We got coaches coming in training camp. I'm like, who are all my coaches? I don't know. We got all these coaches. So you're the help coach. Maybe you got a GA you really like. You're in charge of our help system. I want to help. I want a 1 minute and 45 seconds or less. I want to hear about our help system. Mark, you're the shift coach. I want a shift that the defense has never seen before. I want to have that thing ready in every game plan. And you install it. And you better do it with loam, a large open moving mouth, and with some excitement, because you got to get better at presentation. Now, the help system is, let's just say you got Richie Incognito. You either coach this help system like Josh McDaniels or you don't. You see that shit right there they're doing, Mark? You see the chip right there, the Dorito by the back?
Yeah.
Did you see the rib by the tight end?
Yes, sir.
Did you see the lack of pass rush by the Colts? I mean, it's like fucking awesome. I'm like, that's the greatest play of help system that you'll ever see. Not only that, somebody up front is going to be uncovered most of the time. In this case, who's uncovered?
Center.
So let's just say this 3 technique goes right there, and let's just say this guy for some reason goes out here. What's this guy supposed to do? No! You better plant a seed. You better have your hat on. Fire! You know what I'm saying? I want help. I want to put some wicked, nasty, sinister help on tape. I really do.
Hell yeah.
Okay? I mean, if this guy right here, if he crosses the center space and the guard's uncovered, what would Richie Incognito do for 11 years?
Go clean them up.
Oh, shit, yeah. That's why when we signed Incognito, I must have had 26 defensive people call me, go, oh, fuck. You're damn right. Steve Wisniewski with the Raiders? Come on, man. The running backs chip. The tight ends and wing receivers, you guys chip. And the uncovered lineman, he helps. And the coach gets excited about it.
Oh, yeah.
Look what we put on tape, man, against Kent State. Oh, did you see play? Hey, Coach Candle, wait till you see play number 7. The running back comes in, he goes, did you see play number 14? Tight end coach, goddamn, we got that guy in play 23. You know what I mean? And then the chip coach, the help system coach comes in, and he's in his glory. But you get good at what you emphasize, you know? But I think it's something you either get excited about or you don't. You know what an owl says? What does an owl say? Who did that? It's like they said, hey, why don't you get a new quarterback? Who do you want me to get? You know? Well, you got a first-round draft choice. Okay. So, have you seen the first-round quarterbacks coming out? Is that what you're saying? Are we automatically going to get one of these guys? It's all about the quarterback.
Correct.
And they'd have a staff meeting with everybody. Secretaries, equipment people. We make the trade for Brett Favre in 1992. I picked him up at the airport. We had 2 first-round picks, and Holmgren and Ron Wolf used one of them on Brett Favre. Here's a guy that wasn't even a first-round pick for the Falcons, and he wasn't even playing, but they liked him. So we brought him in, and they have a meeting. I really don't give a shit if you like the trade or not, okay? He's our quarterback, and we're going to make him successful. And if he's successful, you'll be successful. You'll have a job. If he's not successful, don't worry about it. We're out of here. I want everybody's hands on deck here. We're going to work our ass off and make this guy be successful. Too many people, I think, we don't have Eli Manning. We don't have Peyton Manning. We can't do this. We can't do that. And they shoot themselves in the face before the season starts. You guys with me on that?
Agreed.
But, everybody, the defensive staff, I look at him. I used to go up to New York because they had a great staff. They had Rex Ryan They had, who was the other? We had Bob Sutton on defense, great coach. We had Mike Pettin, became the head coach of the Browns. They had
I was with him.
Mike Westhoff, the best special teams coach ever. They had Bill Callahan, Schottenheimer. I mean,
It's a great
who was the running back coach?
Anthony Lynn.
Anthony Lynn's the running. I mean, it's like, fuck, I go in there, I stay 4 or 5 days. I go out and watch them practice. What did they do to you on the practice field as a rookie? What did Rex and those guys do to you?
They blitzed the hell out of us.
They blitzed I go in and watch practice film with the offensive guys, and Callahan goes, "What do you think about that?" I go, "I think you guys are out of your fucking mind, man." I mean, a quarterback, how's he going to get any confidence? You know what I mean? And how's the team going to have confidence in him? That guy, he's just learning the formations. But there's a different way to do it, you know? There's a different way to do it. Let's go find a sandwich, Mark. See if there's a sandwich out there. I'm gonna get Coach Candle pissed off if we don't get him food.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh, yeah, Jeff.
The big game is here, and there's no better time to get out to some games with the help of Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. You know how much we love Game Time? Now, with their brand new Game Time Picks feature, they're making it easier to get to a game. Game Time Picks filters out all the fluff to show you only the incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands and thousands of tickets. Philly is looking to knock off Kansas City and New Orleans, and you've got to get your tickets with Game Time. I was looking at tickets for the big game, and I saw amazing Game Time Picks for great seats. Only $2,800 for Super Bowl 59. Just pull out your chosen event and turn on your GT Picks setting at the top of the screen, or browse the best local Game Time Picks deals near you on your Game Time app homepage. What are you waiting for? I'm gonna go buy those big game tickets right now with Game Time Picks. Take the guesswork out by buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code Gruden for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code Gruden, Gruden, for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time.
Coach? Well, that doesn't help because I don't know which coach that is. So, need a better labeling system. Steven, got it. And Steven with a PH, not a V. He's going to be pissed. How'd you know which one was mine?
The long one. Yeah, that's
Chicks take the long ball.
I get annoyed at tight ends that won't do the two things I ask them to
trust me.
fucking do. I mean, this tight end here, he's 6'6", 270 pounds. Look at that pass set.
Especially when he's
Whoa.
Huh?
What are we doing?
he's trying to do the chop down.
God damn, man. Makes me want to quit. I don't even want to study football anymore. I go home in a bad mood. My wife says, "What's wrong with you?" I was watching fucking tight ends block today. What would you say if you were the quarterback and you got your fucking brains beat in? What would you say to your tight end here, Mark?
Need a little more effort there. I need you to get a piece of him.
Is that what you'd say?
Como se dice
Hey,
chip?
Mr. Tight End,
Por
maybe a
favor.
little. Huh?
Por favor.
Yeah. I wonder what would need to be said there. It's bad, isn't that bad? That's why they have, those vomit bags on airplanes.
Yeah.
I pick them all up. I get out, like I sit in the back of the plane. I'm the last guy off the plane. I look around at the stewardess and I pick up the vomit bags. I got like 16 vomit bags the other day. Coming home from Chicago, I got 7. So I got 23 vomit bags. And whenever I see shit like this, I start heaving into the bag. You like this tight end here?
It's not Bowers. Is that your thing?
Nah, that's another guy.
But
It's not Mayer, not Bowers.
Nobody ever criticizes Brock Bowers. Nobody. Did you try to criticize Brock Bowers right there?
Check the tape.
Huh?
Check our game.
Yeah.
Said he's got to work on his blocking.
Don't you ever criticize him again.
He's got a block.
I don't care. He can get away with anything. Do not ever say anything
You're
bad
talking
about
out
him.
of both sides of your mouth.
What he did is unbelievable this year.
He had a couple blocks just like Dalton Schultz.
I'm telling you, leave him
He had
alone.
a couple just like him, and I said it in a nice way.
Who's the producer that produces your show?
Ask him. We can turn on that tape right now. I said that's where he's got to elevate in his game. He's had an incredible year running routes, catching the football, but he's got to learn how to block.
4 strong again. Just shut up.
You don't let me finish. See, when I'm right, you don't let me
4
finish.
strong. You always give me the USC Trump answers. He's always the smartest guy.
I was just saying.
You know, I'd start to get into the elementary, the origin of the pickups. You see, this is the starting point. Well, you know what they could do? They could do this, and it's just this. You know, I hate that. I would hate coaching you, man. This is the look I think you're talking about, Coach.
Absolutely.
But you know, we can complain. Hey, Mark, we can complain that we lost our whole team in NIL. We can complain because we don't have the money to compete with USC because you guys get all the fucking money from all the rich people. But in Dayton, where I'm from, Dayton, we're just gonna keep coaching. We play for nothing because we love it. You understand? We're gonna go out there and practice anyways. You're like, hey man, I'm gonna transfer to Cincinnati. I'm not getting enough money. Is this good by Murray? Oh God, I love DeMarco Murray. You know what he does for a living now?
Coaches.
He coaches running backs. That's a freaking great job by DeMarco Murray.
How are we doing on our lung here?
Well, Whitney's he's probably thinking he's lunging who?
Well,
Somebody outside.
no,
You
he's
know for sure?
he's lunging because he knows he wants the ball.
Don't criticize Jason Witten.
Here we go. Or Bowers.
I
Witten
coach
or
Witten.
Bowers.
Anybody criticize those guys, and don't criticize Waller either, ever, or you're
Waller,
never. Your
Bowers,
membership
Witten.
is revoked. Got it.
Oh, add Renfro to that list too.
Oh yeah, Renfro. Who else?
Yeah, I'll give you a list.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon.
The first thing you recognize is what, Mark?
6, 7, or 8 men.
First thing you recognize is double A's, though, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Double A's. And as soon as that pops into your mind, okay, you start thinking about Lou Ron,
Yeah.
Oscar R, Oscar L, 78, 79, or a run audible. Or 58, 59 if you don't know what to do. What you really know is it's
Six.
man-to-man.
Yeah.
And it's a Lou Ron. What if I called like 76 Hank? Would you really like Hank?
Mm-mm.
Or would you rather have 76 wide drive?
Drive, shallow cross.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you might see it, and I'm just saying, double A's, Lou Ron call, obvious man-to-man. Hey, Ron. Hey, yo. 76 wide drive. Son! You know what I mean? Hey, 72 Yahoo. Give me a Yahoo. Waller's going to run a choice against man coverage. He's going to win. You're going to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated. You see what I'm saying? Instead of,
Deport them.
dipshit, dopey, Dana Point, bridge. What's that drink you drink? It tastes like smoke.
Mezcal.
You'll be on the up-and-coming Mezcal Southern California loser list.
Mezcal Magazine's Man of the Year.
Oh my God.
Okay, now you come out with the
Tagline
next
tastes
play.
like smoke.
I come up with new words. I got this thing at home, like word of the day.
Mm.
So I give these quarterbacks like
Word,
emphatic.
okay.
Wait a second. I gave them the word emphatic. 3 syllables. I'm making, what does emphatic mean? I don't know. The word today is resonate. What does resonate mean?
It's got to stick with you.
Like, what do you think resonate means,
Make
Stevie?
it, make an
Sink in.
impact.
Huh?
Make an impact.
Yeah, I think make an impact. Like, holy shit. All right, so let's take a look at this play here. See if it resonates with you. Last play of the game, Buffalo against Kansas City. I'll talk like Ron Jaworski. I love Joe. This is Ron Jaworski. It's the last play of the game. 4th and 5.
4 out, empty.
Josh Allen, MVP, waiting, versus Steve Spagnuolo. Cat! What do you think Steve Spagnuolo does at crunch time? What did he do in the Super Bowl? What did he do to Joe Burrow at the end of regulation? What is Steve Spagnuolo going to do? This is the difference between the Kansas City Chiefs. I should say the world champions. Andy Reid believes in RCE. Recognition leads to communication, which leads to high levels. It's 32-29. It's 3rd down and 9. Buffalo could get the ball back with a chance to score and tie and win, right? The Chiefs have Travis Kelce on the backside against the safety. let's just say you see it's man-to-man. And Pat Mahomes checks to 83 sway. Is that sick? Huh?
That's great.
Is it great or what?
That's great.
You got to defend Andy Reid.
Did they call this or check to it?
He's killing it. I know he's saying we're good, we're good, we're good. Because I saw him look over to Andy Reid and wink. Impressive, man. That's why the Kansas City Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. They're at the head of the food chain, man. Their preparation, their
Absolutely.
communication, fucking unbelievable. And they got guys that love football. They got guys that would go to Toledo tonight and play a doubleheader. Telling you, they got players. They got great coaches, great players, and they're a bitch. They got me fired. They got John Gruden to lose his mind.
The Gruden doing
Pat
Jaworski.
Mahomes.
That's unbelievable.
If you cover the route, he'll scramble. And if you cover that, he'll throw it left-handed. And he'll audible. He is a assassin. He ain't even in the Pro Bowl. They talk about Mahomes, they say he's not in the Pro Bowl. I say he's not in the Pro Bowl. What game is he in? He had 18 different receivers this year.
Oh, that's had a great year.
18. He brought them back 7 times inside of 2 minutes to win.
Jeez.
They've won 17 straight one-score games. Nobody in NFL history has ever come close. He loves just bringing you down. Come here, Stevie. Stay with me. Follow me, Stevie. Keep following me. He's like you're like the Walking Dead. He walks you right to the cliff. Poof! He knocks you out, man.
Here, does this make any sense to you? This is I believe your OTA manual from 1995 with the Philadelphia Eagles.
No way.
That was given to me by my college football coach, and that shit never got back to him, obviously.
This is 1995. These are my drawings, man.
How did you make that?
Super Paint 1.0 and Word.
Word?
Yeah.
Microsoft Word?
Microsoft Word. What do you?
I don't know the dates on one of them.
Cover sheets.
April
all-
26, 1996. How about that?
Oh man, I was 10 years old.
That's freaking awesome, man. Randall Cunningham was gone.
That's fucking incredible.
Now the terminology, I changed all the terminology.
But you were talking about Bill Walsh and calling the front in the play call. That's in there.
Yeah.
Red 42, white 42. It's all in there. That stuff. Oh,
I
cool.
said, hey, pick a color number sequence and stay with it for rhythmic purposes. So I demonstrated blue 85, blue 85. Sit up. So Randall Cunningham, he was the best, man. He got up there, he had a great voice. He'd go, Aqua 22, Aqua 22. I'm like, Aqua. The next time he might get up there, he'd go, Turquoise 19, Lavender 66. I'm like, dude, you're killing me, man. He's like, Gru, you take this too serious, man. I'm like, don't do that anymore.
That's great.
You know, he was the best, man.
Those are all your drawings.
Every one of them. So I get the Raider head coaching job. Okay? So I come back to get all my stuff out of my office. Our offices are underground, Old Veterans Stadium. So I go in there and all my stuff is gone. All my stuff is gone. All my books, all my computers, everything is gone. And Mike Dockery was the video guy. He stored it all in his room. They knew I was leaving. They said he ain't taking nothing. So I went up in the ceiling. I scaffolded across the ceiling. I went down and got my stuff.
Oh wow.
Taking my stuff, man. That's the problem nowadays. You know, you go coach someplace and they fire you, or you take another job. They don't let you take.
But don't you
anything.
sign all that stuff over as a coach when you sign your contract? Isn't it like their
I didn't have any of
intellectual
that
property?
signed over back then.
Yeah.
I guess that's why I'm kicked out of the league because
Yeah,
I went
people-
rogue.
people take it though.
Here it is.
You missed one. Yeah,
This
here we
is
go.
it right here. Quarterback is Mark freaking Sanchez.
Oh, we got a lot of shots. I like this.
So this is empty. This is on my
Under center. empty.
training reel for adults.
Double A.
So that's
But I wanna
my
get-
Christmas video. I'm gonna start sending it out like
Careful now. This
Black Friday.
This coordinator's the head coach of the
Okay.
Cowboys now. Careful.
Hey, do I got to treat him like Bowers? You cannot talk bad about him.
No, wait. We have Christmas gifts for you coming here from Barstool. This is playing quarterback like dolts.
It's like a Christmas
Train
rose.
like a dolt.
It's a Christmas
First
rose.
play that comes on is Mark Sanchez. Now we got a 5-man protection. So what call did you make?
Nick made it, but
Yeah, no, it's a code
AR.
1 blitz. And Dwight who?
Freeney.
The best in the world is coming unblocked. Boof!
At least he ducked.
No, but I mean, how?
Lancing blow.
Like, what were you? Come clean on this play. What do you think was going to happen?
I thought it was a quick game, so the ball should have been out anyway.
Well, you should veer to your what?
Right, but I also they were so worried about me and the gun because I only had 3 snaps in college from the gun, and I was more comfortable under center. Well, Coach Callahan was finally like, guys, how do you want us to like gap these A-gap? How do you want us to do this? So we ended up going to the gun later, and it obviously didn't change.
Does that look fun for you right there?
Coach, that's a mess charge.
Yeah. Anyhow, Coach,
Clips, elusive clips.
it's 2:30. I better let him get out of here. Enjoyed it,
Appreciate
man.
you, brother. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yep,
no
love
doubt.
you, brother.
Yeah, good to
Great
meet you.
meeting you.
Yeah.
Coach,
Great to see you. Good to see you, brother.
See you soon. Good luck.
Hey, Big Cat, happy birthday, 40 years old. You finally entered your prime. Hope you have a great day. I got my good friend Jason Candle from Toledo.
Coach Doug's and I want to wish you a happy birthday. Have a great day. Go Rockets.
Did he really do something with that video game?
National champion.
What'd you give him?
Key to the city.
What do I get, man? A key to the city?
Amen.
Hey,
a legend,
Merry
Toledo legend.
Christmas. You are a freaking legend. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
No place like Bourbon Street, baby, especially for a Super Bowl. Let's go find Saquon Barkley.